Guys, I just wanted to come and talk to you about makeup. We're going to do a quick little routine. We're going to highlight some of our products I normally do not use just because they're not the perfect match for my skin tone. But I want to highlight these products because they're awesome products and your skin tone may be different than mine. So first we're going to start out with our Glorious Primer. It only takes about a dime size for your entire face. You always want to prime your skin. That just helps give us that flawless finish and that look we want to achieve once we put on our foundation. What this does is it fills in our pores, so we will have that smooth appearance even though our skins are not perfectly smooth. You always want to put primer in your eyelids also. That helps your eyeshadow stay longer. And the primer also helps our makeup become water resistant from sweat, whatever we may experience during the day. Okay, we just let it set for a couple of seconds. Alright, next I'm going to use our concealer, our Mineral Touch concealer. I'm going to take the color Taffeta and just put a tiny bit on my hand and cover up these fever blisters. You can tell my skin's kind of red. Been running a little bit of fever. Not feeling so hot. And then I'm just going to touch where I have these discolorations in my skin tone. So when you're coloring up discolorations or acne, you want to use a concealer that's close to your natural skin tone or your foundation covered color. Alright, we'll just dab those in a little bit. When you want to highlight, like what I'm going to do under my eyes and stuff, you would use a concealer color 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation, and that's going to give you highlights under your eyes instead of those dark circles. You don't want to add a dark concealer or anything like that if you want to get rid of dark circles. See, I'm barely putting any on my brush because this stuff goes a long way. Alright, so now I'm going to take that light color I was telling you about, which is the color Scarlet. This is going to be enough for my both eyes. Probably too much. Then I put some on my nose. So we do it in a V shape because we want to highlight down instead of just a ring. And I always pat mine in because I don't want to pull on the gentle skin under my eye to create any more kind of wrinkles or distress. If you use your hands for your makeup, always use your pointer finger. Not your pointer finger, either your bird finger or this pinky finger right next to your pinky, because it's not as strong, so it won't put as much stress on your skin. It's not recommended to use your skin though, because your skin has oil and dirt on them, and we don't want to apply that to our skin. I am going to use my finger for this because I don't want to use my brushes. Okay, what I like to do is just let it sit for a second, get warmed up to my skin, and then I'm going to apply my cream foundation. So this is our cream foundation. It comes in a compact, and it comes with a sponge, and I think it's a lot bigger than the normal compacts that you get like at the department stores. And I just put this on, Now, the reason I said I don't use the cream very often is because it's not recommended for oily skin. And I tend to have oily skin. It's great if you have dry skin because it's going to be putting more moisture into your skin. So the cream foundation is recommended for normal to dry, and the powder foundation that we have is recommended for normal to oily. The Liquid Touch foundation is any skin type. The Liquid Touch foundation goes on as the liquid but dries into a powdery finish, and it is medium to light coverage. It is buildable coverage, so if you don't achieve the coverage you want on your first go around, just add a little bit more after it dries and you can get a darker coverage. The cream foundation and the powder foundation is a full coverage foundation, as you can tell. Alright, so that's super easy, simple. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting with our BB cream. This is our other foundation. It's the lightest foundation we have, and pretty much what it is it is a tinted moisturizer. So if you just like that very, very light coverage, this is for you. But again, just be careful because you're adding moisture back to your face. So if you already have a tendency to have oily skin, this may not be for you. But if you just like a tinted moisturizer, you can always use it and then apply loose or compact powder over it to absorb some of the moisture. So this is the color Bisque. You can tell it's light for my skin tone, so that's why I'm using it to highlight. But just look at how the BB cream gives you that shiny glow. So I'm highlighting under my eyes with light. There is a lighter color than the Bisque that you could use if you want a more bold highlight. I'm going to get a tiny bit more. And so these are all the areas that you would highlight with your lightest color. T-zones, under eyes, under your cheekbones, so I'm going to take a darker color, BB, and it's the color Honey. I should probably use, if I really want true highlights, the next one or two shades, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to show you how you can do it. So when you're ordering, if you like this, probably need to get darker than Honey if you're going to use it for highlights. The Honey is the color of my skin. This is the one I use whenever I just want a simple, easy look. So we just pat this in, and you see I changed blending buds. The blending buds are damp. You don't want to use a light color and then a dark color, because then you're just mixing them up, kind of defeating the purpose of creating the different looks. You can get these blending buds Walmart, CVS, anywhere. Shit, I did that. Forgot what I was highlighting. Okay, so it's very subtle, but you can tell it's lighter here, darker right there, then light again. So this is just a subtle contouring. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our fresh loose mineral concealer powder. And since I have the oily skin, I'm just adding a little powder to it to absorb. Okay, and then I'm going to take our next color, Fabulous, in the loose powder, and go where I did the darker colors. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend that in real quick. So you can tell there's a little bit of definition. So my next step, I'm taking this bronzer and I'm just going to accent my darker color because I want it a tiny bit light. This is our bronzer Hermosa. You can see it has a matte and a shimmer side. When using the bronzer to do your highlights, we do the E3. And what that is 3 E. So you can see I just did a barely little bit, and it's already given me my highlights that I want to achieve. So I'm going to add a little bit of our blush, and this is highly pigmented, so you see I'm just tapping it and it gives me that much. This color is Seductive, and I'm just going to add it right on top of where I did my bronzer. Just be very careful because you don't want to get too much, because once it's there, you can always add more. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and just do my lips and get that out of the way. This color is our Perky. All of our liners are smudge proof, water resistant. If you put primer on your lips, you can use the eye or the Glorious Primer that we put on our face. It will help your lipstick, lip stain last longer. Now, so if I just wanted to use the liner as my lipstick, I can just put a gloss over it. Today I'm going to add our Skittish lip stain. So when you're using our lip stain, make sure your lips are exfoliated. You can use an old toothbrush. Younique just came out with a Sugar Scrub Lip Exfoliating Stick. Brand new. Okay, so as you can see, this goes on super wet, but once it dries, you are good to go. Drink, eat, no transfer. I love this color, Skittish. Alright, so I'm going to use our palette 3. And the color I'm going to start off with is Smitten right here in the middle. And I'm just going to apply that over my entire lid. Now I should tell you this. It's recommended to do your eyeshadow very first. And my problem with that is I always forget that step. So the next color I'm going to use is this color right here. It's Static. I'm going to use my same brush. And I'm just going to put this right here. And my crease. So I'm going to take this cheeky color right here. And I'm going to use that same brush. And I'm just going to do a little in my crease. Okay, so I'm just going to start to blend this all in. Alright, not done, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this tickled right here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit up here to tone it down. Thing is, it looks bright, bold. Okay, let's do our eyebrows. Alright, so we're going to brush our eyebrows, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to use our eyebrow pencils. They come in 3 shades: light, medium, and dark. This is our medium color. Alright, and we're just going to fill in our brow. Take our little spoolie and brush it out again. Then we're going to take our brow gel. I'm trying to grow this brow out because your brows should actually come from about right here to right there. And if your brows don't completely match, that's okay, because they're not twins, they're sisters. Okay, another trick, Younique just came out with brow stencils, and it comes in 4 different options, so you just find the one that matches your brow the best. My brow is number 5, so the trick is to line it up completely. Take your pencil, just outline real good. Move your stencil, fill in. Put the gel on and you're good to go. Somehow, every time I use the stencil, it always comes out looking a lot better than my hand-drawn one. Okay, so we're almost done with our look, guys. I'm gonna highlight right up under my brow with that same fresh mineral concealer. Okay, I'm just gonna buff it. So see, that kind of adds to it. Now I'm going to do my eyeliner with our liquid eyeliner. Again, these are water resistant, smudge proof. I always use the eyeliner pencil to do down in my waterline. Last but not least is our 3D fiber lashes. Yay! So this is our gel. Apply it just like you would regular mascara. We want to really coat our lashes. Better coated our lashes are, better our fibers are going to stick. Okay, we're taking our 3D fibers. These are green tea fibers. We just roll them out on our hand. We start middle ways up, working up the lash. And you can do as many coats as you want to achieve the length of the lash that you desire. These are hypoallergenic and water resistant. So we're going to let that sit just 1 second. You can take your blow dryer on the light cool setting and just blow it, and it will curl your lashes automatically for you and blow off any excess fibers. Okay, last step, we just add a coat of the gel over the fibers just to lock them in place. And we recommend that you wash your gel wand at least once a week under hot water to get off any fibers that might remain on the wand, so it doesn't clog up your gel, and it will extend the life of your mascara. You should replace your mascara about every 2 months. 3 months at the most. I'll give you one last tip before we go. If your mascara starts to dry out, place your gels and your fiber in a cup of very hot water for about a minute. That will loosen them up, and it'll help you apply a smooth coat. So this is our look for the day. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook, Nikki Parker, or my unique website. Thank you.